A very good morning, children. Let's recall what we learned in the last class. At first, we came to know that how the narrator, who was a thief named Hari Singh, he brings Anil in his confidence and he develops trust. A bond of trust was created between both of them. Okay, and then the narrator, he found it difficult even to rob Anil because he was careless. Okay, still, he decided to steal money, and after studying the situation and all, when Anil was asleep, uh, and Anil had kept the money under the mattress, then the narrator he decided that if he took the money, he could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Okay, so he stole the notes and went out of the room, and where he was holding it, the narrator held the notes by the string of his pajamas, and the notes were 600 in 50s. He could live like an oil rich Arab, it was said, for a week or two. When he reached the station, the train was just moving out. He could jump into it, but he didn't. Okay, he was still on the platform and he had no idea where to spend the night, and even he didn't want to stay in any hotel either. So he walked through the bazaar slowly. Now, as a thief, the narrator had studied the men's faces when they had lost their goods. The greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance, but he knew that Anil would show sadness when he would know of it. And this sadness would be for the loss of trust. So, such a theft was always good for the thief. Okay, then we came to know that the narrator, he went to the Maidan and sat down on a bench. It was a chilled November night, and a light drizzle added to his discomfort even. It was drizzling outside, and then it started raining heavily, and he was completely wet out of it. So he sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. Okay, so that time it was the midnight, and the notes also got damp. Damp means, I told you, it got wet. Okay, they were damp from the rain. So till here we studied in the last class. Now children, let's continue further and end this chapter today. Okay, now you can see in your book here and try to understand it. So starting from here, Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. Now, what the narrator, the thief Hari Singh, is thinking over here, sitting on the bench, it was all the Anil's money, okay, that got wet. And he was just thinking over that in the morning in the morning time, he would have got 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema from Anil if he would be at home now. But now he was not at home. Where he was there outside, sitting on a bench in one of the Maidan. Okay, so he thought that if he would be at home, he would have got 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now he had it all. At present, he had enough money in his hand. But now he was not able to cook his meals, okay, because he was not at home. He can't even go to the bazaar. He can't run to the bazaar to buy the things, nor he can make any profit, and neither he could learn or write the whole sentences anymore. We learned in the beginning, children, that he had started learning to write at least his names, the alphabets and the letters. and then he started writing the words, and now it was a turn to learn the sentences, but now he couldn't do so. Next para, I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. Okay, now in this para, children, what we understood here, we come to know that, okay, that Hari Singh's conscience pricks. Do you understand? Okay, so Hari's mind was now completely occupied with Anil's generosity. He was thinking about everything, okay, and he just remembers that how Anil used to teach him to read and write, and his thoughts, it takes a new course here, okay, and his conscience pricks him, his inner soul. Now he's regretting for what he did the mistake here, okay. So what we came to know that Hari sings that he had forgotten about all these things mentioned above, I spoke about, in the excitement of theft. He was so excited in stealing the things that he forgot all these things that happen in his daily course of life. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. Now here, children, he begins to realize how important education is, okay, for a respectable life, and that he would always, okay, remain a thief without the education. So he thinks that one day it can bring the sentences, if he would be educated enough, he would earn more than this few hundred of rupees, okay. So it was very simple matter to steal, and sometimes it was very easier to be caught also by the police and all for him. But what he thinks, that if he really wants to be a big man, okay, a respected man, a clever means a knowledgeable person, it was quite something else, okay. So now he regrets for this, his conscience pricks him, and he decides to return back to Anil's house and to put back the stolen money, okay. So he told himself that now he should go back to Anil and he should start again learning to read and to write. He understood the importance of education. Next, I hurried back to the room feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. So what he did now? He quickly ran back to the Anil's room, okay, to Anil's house, feeling now he was feeling too nervous, very uneasy and afraid also, because what he thinks, it is much easier to steal something, okay. It was very easy for him to steal something, but it is very difficult to return it undetected. Undetected means without being found out, okay. So now it is very difficult for him that he should keep back the money in the same manner as it should not be found out by Anil. So what he did, he opened the door quietly of Anil's room, and then for a little while he stood in the doorway in that cloudy moonlight. It was there. Anil was still asleep. Anil was still sleeping, okay. Again he crept. He just went slowly to the head of the Anil's bed and took out the notes from his pajamas where he had kept it. Now, while he was keeping the notes, again he could feel the breath of Anil on his hand. He still remained. He just was still. Means he was quite nervous, as it is said. So these all are the ways it is shown how he was feeling nervous, how he was feeling uneasy. He wanted that he should keep back the money without being in the notice of Anil. So he was remaining still, okay, after keeping the money. And then when his hand found the edge of the mattress, then he slipped out, took out his hand, okay, and with the notes he kept the notes safely there. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you will be paid regularly. So what happened next year? I awoke late next morning. Means who? Hari Singh. After keeping back the money under the mattress in the same way, okay, he felt asleep, and the next morning when he woke up, what he found? That Anil had already prepared his tea. And what was there in his hand? In between the fingers there was a 50 rupee note, okay, and he was giving it, he was lending it to Hari Singh, okay. And my heart sank here, means again he was feeling very nervous that what's going to happen now. I thought I had been discovered. Now what he was thinking? That he was being caught by Anil, okay. Do you remember, children? The notes had also gone wet, so obviously he may had doubt that how the notes got wet. So this fellow was feeling so nervous now, okay, that Anil would discover everything. I made some money yesterday, he explained. But what he explained here is Anil. He told him very politely to Hari Singh that I had earned some money yesterday, and from now onwards you will be paid regularly. So till now he was not being paid by Anil, if you remember, okay. In the beginning itself he told that he don't have any regular source of income, so he won't be able to pay the amount. But now he said he earned enough amount, and so he is able to pay him regularly. My spirits rose, okay. My spirits rose here means Hari Singh was getting very happy listening to this. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. So when he took the note from Anil in his hand, he found that the notes were still wet due to the last night's rain. Today we will start writing sentences, he said. So Anil even told him that from today onwards he will start teaching him to write the sentences, okay, complete sentences. And he knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. So in the last para, what we came to know, he knew. Who knew? Anil. Here Hari Singh wants to say that Anil was knowing everything. He came to know the truth, that what all things happened. But neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. But he never spoke about any of that incident, okay. And never his eyes revealed any anger or any sort of questions to Hari Singh. So again this fellow, Hari Singh, he smiled at Anil in his most pleasing, appealing means very pleasing way. And this was smile that came by itself, okay, means now it was not any fake smile but the real one that came automatically from inside. He was feeling happy now that really he had done a good job by returning the amount, and he was now getting a good person, okay. So what happens, Anil assures the boy he would pay regularly, and now the boy Hari Singh was also very happy. So here, yeah, chapter 2, the thief's story end. I hope you all liked the chapter. So what we learned from this story, children? Actually, this story tells us how love and sympathy can transform even a thief or a criminal into a civilized human being. Love is the basic human value, okay, that can transform, change evil into goodness. So, what we found the two positive qualities in this chapter, love and sympathy. Okay, uh, if we have love and sympathy for a person, that person will try to win our trust and confidence. Okay, so here in this chapter also we came to know that it was the love of Anil that transformed Hari Singh completely, because Anil treated him very kindly, and Hari Singh at last became an honest man, though he was a thief. Okay, and still he decided to learn and to be educated. He gave up stealing and became a good person. So here we complete our chapter. So try to recall it again. Till the next class, goodbye children, and have a good day.